Legislative Plaza in Nashville is home to several memorials honoring Tennesseans who have fought for our country. That includes soldiers who fought in the Vietnam War, which ended 50 years ago today. Sadly, some of those veterans are still facing significant challenges from the war. That includes battling diseases related to Agent Orange. The toxic chemical was used to clear trees and plants on the war front. It is linked to long-term health effects. Vietnam veterans are also more at risk for hepatitis C, a viral infection causing liver inflammation and also damage. Experts at the VA think the higher risk for Vietnam vets may have something to do with jet injectors. There are also common job-related hazards like the chemicals they use, paints, and also radiation. Rory, we do want to remind our veterans there is help out there, including a nonprofit here in Tennessee.
No doubt about it, Carrie, there is. And tonight, in the half century, I should say, since the fall of Saigon, which we just saw on the CBS Evening News, both services available to veterans and the way people think about their service has changed for the better. Rob Coles introduces us to a Vietnam vet here in the Mid-State to give us a closer look at how Operation Stand Down has helped him and so many others.
Thank you for your service.
So I was there from March of 1967, extended in country, and left in November 1968, went through the Tet Offensive.
Now it's a phrase veterans commonly hear.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
But for Ron Bottomley and many who fought in Vietnam, it's a far cry from the treatment they received coming home from war.
I've been spit at. Didn't get hit, but I've been spit at.
He served in the Navy, but worked almost entirely on land. Thousands of miles and decades away from Vietnam, he says exposure to Agent Orange has brought on health problems late in life.
Hyperactive thyroidism, they took my thyroid out. Recurrent bladder cancer, diabetes, neuropathy in both legs.
Treatment of those conditions and treatment of those who've served overall has changed in the years following Vietnam. That's in part due to work through the VA and many veterans-focused organizations like Operation Stand Down, one of the many groups Bottomley has spent time volunteering for.
And these pictures from the first Stand Down events, these are Vietnam-era veterans.
According to Penny Anderson, Operation Stand Down started because of the hardships many Vietnam vets faced.
So many of the programs that we offer now with the VA were established in the early to mid-90s in response to a generation of combat veterans that hadn't been addressed.
It can help those who've served with careers, housing, connect them to medical treatment, and more. Anderson says now folks who return from serving come back to a different level of support, both emotionally and medically.
How we treat our veterans now was informed by how we should have treated veterans when they first came home then.
It's a change decades in the making. A thank you for your service that goes far beyond those 5 words. So how does it feel to you now when you hear somebody say that?
I appreciate it, but the way that I feel about it, you know, I did it for them, and I do it again.
In Nashville, Rob Coles, News Channel 5.
A hero for sure. Bottomley is very active in the local community of veterans here in Tennessee, including other advocacy groups like AmVets and TN Vet. We have more information about those and Operation Stand Down. Just go to the News Channel 5 app.